What's up, guys? It is Two Piece Mandem Talks Football, and I didn't really give a full depth and analysis into the game because I was that pissed. For those that don't know, for those that probably will know, we got humbled and embarrassed by PSG, losing 3-0 at the bridge and losing 8-2. Yes, 8-2 on aggregate in the Champions League. We are officially out of the round of 16. Rightly so. I said the leg was done in the first. I said, sorry, the game was done in the first leg. Although the damage had already been done. And PSG and Kvaratskhelia, obviously, added to it. So, yeah. I just want to give a quick preview of what things have basically been said or what's been said on Twitter and everything like that. So, let me just give you the breakdown for that. Yeah, guess who got man of the match again? Who's that? Oh, yeah. Kvaratskhelia. You would have thought that Chelsea would be like, okay, in the first leg, he came on and did some major damage to us, got a goal and got an assist. If he starts in today, he's the man we have to double team. We can't leave him on his own. You would surely think that. Right? You surely think Liam Messina would think, okay, he's clearly the danger man as he came on as a substitution in the first leg at Paris, where we lost 5-2 and basically changed the game around. If he starts in today, we have to get at least 2 players on him because he is the danger man. He is the threat. You would have thought that. Well, no, mate. Did his thing. Scored a goal yet again. Got man of the match. Just like that. Just like that. And do you know what the most painful thing is? Do you know what the worst thing is? I actually wanted this player as well. The way he played against Arsenal and how he caused Timber problems last season in the Champions League, I was thinking that's the winger we should go for. That's the type of winger that Chelsea need. What did we do? We signed Alejandro Garnacho. And he came on and basically stunk out the gaff. Let's just call it for what it is. He stunk off the gaff. So did Liam Delap. But what did we expect? What did we flipping expect? I'm now going to show you the player ratings for the game. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. These were the player ratings. I don't even think one of our players even got a 7. No 7s. Bare 5s, bare 6s. And rightly so. The PSG goalkeeper got a 9.3, mate. Kept a clean sheet. Kvaratskhelia 7.9. Vitinha 7.3. Barcola 7.6 for his goal, for the second goal. Mendes 7.8. Patra 7.2. Marquinhos 7.1. Hakimi 8.3. Hakimi with an 8.3. Seni Malu 7.3. And then you look at our ratings. Robert Sanchez with a 5.2. He couldn't do anything about the goals. Sarr with a horror moments, 5.1. Chalobah 6.3, and he's now injured, so we don't know how long he's going to be out for. So that's also going to be another worry. Hato 5.7, he wasn't great. Cucurella 5.8, got taken off, wasn't great. Enzo playing a left wing, didn't do anything, 6. Moises Caicedo tried, couldn't do anything, 6. Santos bullied 6.8. Neto, I just don't know what Neto did, to be honest with you, 6.7. Palmer, the less said the better, to be honest with you. João Pedro, less said the better. The less said the better. And this is the reality. This is the reality, people. What I seen in the first half, the first like 5 minutes or whatever. We were on top. We were pressing forward. And then an error from Sarr misjudged the flow of the ball. Kvaratskhelia gets him behind. 1-0. Game done. Simple as that. As soon as he scored that goal, 1-0, game done. Then, when Barcola got that second goal in, it was just rubbing sauce into the wounds. I knew this game was done in the first leg. I wasn't really surprised, but it's just the manner in which we let those goals go through. The way we're getting bopped off the park at our own backyard against PSG. The way we just got embarrassed and humiliated. You thought we'd show some type of fight which I'm going to get onto for what the words that Liam Rosenior said, which has made things even worse and more embarrassing. And I can't even believe that he even said what he said. And then Maylula, who I've never even heard of. He just looks like a youth. He looks like he's come out of year 11, out of secondary school. Put the cherry on top for PSG. And it was just pure humiliation at that point. I have never seen Stamford Bridge that empty in my entire life. I've been watching Chelsea for years, for decades, and I've never, ever, ever seen a stadium so empty in my entire life. That was an absolute disgrace. An absolute disgrace of a performance. Now, I'm going to basically show you what Liam Rosenior said on the game and what comments have been said and questions have been asked around the game. This is from Fabrizio. Well, no, someone basically asks, can you guarantee you're going to stay at Chelsea for future? Enzo Fernandez then replies, I don't know. There are 8 games left and an FA Cup. There's the World Cup and then we'll see, told ESPN Argentina. So there is no guarantee on even Enzo Fernandez's future. And do you know what? I don't blame him. And the thing is, you can't really knock him because at the game, in the first leg, he got a goal and he got an assist to actually try and keep us in the tie. And then capitulation at its finest. You see him having a go at his goalkeeper, at Jorgensen, for the errors that he made. So it's pure frustration. Then the second leg, I'm not saying he was good, he was absolutely awful. Everyone was awful. But you can see, in a sense, his frustration and why he said, I don't know. Because we should be progressing. We should be really competing for a title. We should get through the knockout stage of the Champions League. Some may say we should have even progressed through to the final of the Carabao Cup. But the way the season's gone now is literally FA Cup or bust and that's it. We've got Port Vale, which we should beat. But then after Port Vale, we've got either Arsenal, Liverpool, or Man City. And with the clubs, with the state that we're in now, do you really think we can beat them? Like, let's call it for what it is, man. Does it really feel like we can beat them? Because we haven't been a top 6 side in age. I think the last side we beat was Liverpool, and that was at the Bridge. But the way we're playing right now, I don't even know. Does Enzo Fernandez want to stay? Does he? He doesn't even know. He doesn't even know. I think he's more concerned about the World Cup, to be honest with you. And to be honest with you, I don't freaking blame him. Because we're an absolute embarrassment of a club right now. We're in an absolute state. We gotta call it for what it is. We're in an absolute state. We're not in the Champions League spots. We can finish in the Conference League once again. This would be an embarrassing season. This has been an embarrassing season with the results that we've seen. Last night was basically the worst performance I've ever seen. 8-2. That was the worst. We have to call it for what it is. We have to call it out, man. We have to call it out. We have to be real. We cannot sugarcoat this. We cannot just say, oh, we'll believe. Oh, we can't say, oh, things might turn around. No. This club is in a terrible state. It stinks from the ground up. It's an embarrassment. And it's only getting worse. Liam Rosenior then says, I want to thank the fans because they saw how hard the lads worked. They saw how hard we worked. We saw how hard the Chelsea players worked. Are you serious? Are you actually serious? We just seen our team get bopped off the park, embarrassed and humiliated by PSG when we're already 5-2 down on aggregate. That's the players working hard, conceding 2 goals in the first half. When the tie's over at half time, seeing all our fans leave, majority of our fans leave, seeing so many empty seats in the stadium. We booed them at half time. So you're telling me we've seen how hard those players worked? And even after half time, the pressing was gone. The resistance was gone. Players not shooting from outside the box. And when you do get into positions, you put like the weakest shots ever. making it easy for the keeper. We made that PSG keeper look like freaking prime Manuel Neuer. You bring on Garnacho, you bring on Delap. Nothing happens to the attack. Nothing. Our centre-back, Trevor Chalobah, gets injured. Another injury. Reece James, hamstring issue. Gusto wasn't there because of illness. We didn't even start any of our youth players to try and make a difference. We brought on Garnacho and Delap. And we know they don't do anything. He then continues to say, I also want to make them happy and give them nights they deserve. That was a really difficult one because of the manner we went out. But now the players worked hard in it. We've seen how hard the players worked, didn't we? We've seen that, didn't we? Yeah, the manner we got freaking humiliated and embarrassed. One of the worst watch-alongs of my life. One of the worst. The worst watch-alongs I've ever done in my life, and I never want to do that again. That was horrid. We've got Everton away, and I don't even feel like we're going to win that or we're going to get anything from that game. Like, it's start, man. It is peak. This club is rotten. Rotten. Like, this season, the only way this season's really salvageable is if we get Champions League and win an FA Cup. And to be honest with you, I don't see us doing neither. But the way we're playing right now, with 8 games to go, and our form, how terrible our form is, and I'm going to keep bringing that up. If we can't beat Leeds, we can't beat Burnley. We lost against Newcastle at home. You think we're going to get anything away against Everton? You basically gave Arsenal, a bloody match. So imagine what they're going to do to us. And we know we're near Arsenal at the moment. So let's call that for what it is. And then FA Cup. Let's say we beat Port Vale. Then who we got? Either Arsenal, City or Liverpool. And you think we're going to beat one of those 3? I tell you, the season's done. It's done. The season is finished. It's done. We'll be lucky if we finish Conference League with the way we're going right now. I'll be honest. We're lucky that Brentford drew to Wolves. That would be on us. It's an absolute disgrace. It's an absolute disgrace. And the way you play in that Champions League, that's honestly, I've seen some terrible performances this season. That is by far the worst Chelsea performance I've ever seen. 8-2. 8-2 on aggregate. I don't even know why I watched it. 8-2. Because I was thinking we're either going to come back or we're going to receive more licks. We received more licks. We just got cooked. That's a foot champ score, that is. 8-2. For those that play FC 26 or FIFA. 8-2, bro. Who loses 8-2 on aggregate? The only team that only lost more was Arsenal. That was 10 years ago. That's our worst Champions League result. Our worst. You spend more money, you get a new manager, you get more players, and you get worse. You get worse. And when we do these rubbish huddles, I'm tired of these rubbish huddles. Cut it out. It don't bring no unity, don't do nothing. Ever since we've been doing these huddles, we keep losing. And then the 84th minute, when we're 3-0 down, he puts on Tosin and he's sharing notes. 84th minute, when we're 3-0 down and you want to share notes. Are you serious? Bro, the tie's done and you're sharing notes. What, from Tosin? You put on Tosin when we need goals. I'm sick of this club. I've had enough of this club, man. If you, man, enjoy the video, leave a like, share, subscribe, comment, all that stuff, man. This club, man, it's going to be the death of me, I swear.